tears drop on the screen of your phone, distorting the image of Dakota's face. I don't want to relive this part of the story, Dakota. The moment where everything changed. Take a deep breath, but the tears keep coming. I never would have made it through the first week in the hospital without you, Teach. Even when my whole world was crashing down around me, you were my rock. I wish I could be yours now. You sniff as more tears come. Me too, Dakota. Me too. With every heartbeat. Chapter 10. The Hereafter. You stare at Dakota in shock as those terrible words echo through your mind. Sage, my cancer's back. You throw yourself at Dakota, burying your face in his hair and holding him tight. I don't want you to freak out over this, okay? But this isn't the end of the world. Having cancer feels like hell, and I feel pretty damn great, which means they caught it earlier. But trust me, Teach, I'll be out of here in no time. You take in a smiling face. You're not sure you believe him, but you don't know what else to say as Dakota squeezes your hand reassuringly. I know it's hard to see now, but I'm lucky. They already have a treatment plan, and I should be out of here like that. If you say so. I do, emphatically and repeatedly. Now, I know it's getting late, but will you come back tomorrow? Just try and stop me. You press your lips to Dakota's, lingering there for a long moment. He trails his hand through your hair, holding your face close. Good night, Dakota. Sweet dreams, Teach. You're heading towards the hospital exit when you suddenly stop, unable to take a step further. You let out a long breath and lean back against the nearest wall. Hot tears prick behind your eyes. I can't believe this is happening. I wish I had someone to talk to, someone to take care of me for a moment. I need my mom. You check the time. You're sure she must be out of surgery by now. You open the door to your mom's office. Mom? Honey, what's wrong? Coming up to your mom to improve your relationship and gain her support during this trying time, her advice might prove crucial later on. Okay. You try to speak, but your relief at seeing her burst the protective dam you've built around your heart. The tears come hot and fast. Sage, oh Sage. She holds you close as sobs rack your body. Every fear you've suppressed over the past few days comes pouring out of you. Dr. Woods, Dr. Emery is asking for you. Your mom lets go of you. You bite your lip in disappointment. Tell Dr. Emily she'll have to wait. My daughter needs me. Oh. Mom closes the door and locks it. She returns to your side and puts her arms around you. I can't believe you just did that. You come first, Sage. When it matters, you always come first. Now tell me what's wrong. You wipe your eyes and take a shuddering breath. Dakota's test results finally came back. He has cancer again. That's why he collapsed. Oh, Sage. I'm so sorry. Mom, I really need you to tell me this is going to be okay. You can't say I told you so now. I can if it'll make you feel better. But it won't be true, will it? It's possible to know. I've seen people die from a harmless cough, and I've seen people come back from the brink of death through luck and sheer will. Your Dakota seems like a fighter. He is. How much do you know about his diagnosis? Not much. Dakota thinks he'll be out of here soon, but I don't know if I believe him. Well, it's good if he's still being optimistic. I don't really start to worry about a patient until they've lost all hope. Mom, I have to ask, were you scared when Dad got sick? Terrified. I remember the day you got diagnosed. I dropped you both at home, drove as far out of town as I could, and screamed as loud as I could. You? But you're always so calm. Not that day, Sage. I was afraid for your father every day of his illness. And when we lost him, it just made me afraid of losing more. It made me afraid of losing you. Isn't that hard to live with? Sometimes. You sink deeper into your mom's embrace, grateful for her support. I just wish I was stronger. I'm afraid I'll fail and break under pressure. Oh, sweetie, you're stronger than you know. You were only 2 years old when your father was diagnosed, but you were his constant companion. It didn't matter how sick he got or how much pain he was in, you were there all the time, showering him with hugs and kisses. I was. You came to the hospital with us for every treatment, and sat as close to the oncologist would let you. The only time you ever cried was when they told us to keep you home, and then he said, "That's my little caretaker, she's the one and only one I need." Your mom wipes her eyes and smiles proudly at you. And when he died, you became my little caretaker. She hangs your embrace around you and you lean your head against her shoulder. Why didn't you ever tell me this before? It's hard to talk about him. I still miss him so much. But I know he'd be every bit as proud of you as I am. Oh, Mom. You hug her, half smiling, half crying, but feeling better than you have since Dakota faded. You can handle this, sweetie, if you want to. And Dakota will be lucky to have you by his side. Thanks, Mom. I needed this. I needed you. I'm always here for you. Soon, your life falls into a new routine. You go to school. You go to the hospital. And you go home. School. Hey, Sage, is it true everyone's saying about Dakota that he has cancer? Tell the truth. Yeah, it's true. Emily throws her arms around you and holds you in a long, tight hug. Do you think he'd like it if I got everyone to sign a card for him? Honestly, I think he'd be mortified if he knew he was the talk of the school. Okay, I'll tell everyone to back off and let me know if you two need anything. Thanks, Emily. Hospital. Take 1 of chemo. The sequel is officially in the books. Oh, you look surprisingly good for a guy who just had his veins pumped full of poison. Don't you think, Sage? Dakota, you look as gorgeous as ever. Right back at you, Teach. That was cool. You hesitate, then paste on a smile. Fine. Ah, terrible performance. 1 star, deeply unconvincing. Actually, people were asking about you. They already know about the cancer. Damn, that was fast. What'd you say? I confirmed it, but I asked people not to crowd you. I didn't know what else to do. Not much you can do if it's already over the school. Thanks for trying, though. What do you want me to say if they keep asking? Tell them the truth. I'm doing okay, but I'm not up for visitors. Seeing me will just freak everyone out and make them feel bad, which will make me feel bad. Plus, this way my grand entrance upon will be much more dramatic. You'll still go with me, right? Of course I will. It's months away, which gives you plenty of time to kick the thing. Learn to dance, too. I can dance? You can try. How's Dakota today? Good, great, even. The chemo barely seemed to be affecting him. I'm glad to hear it, sweetheart. It's called a brave face. Your mom reaches out to squeeze your shoulder. Let me know if you need anything. School. Sage, the cheerleading squad and I are talking, and we'd love to visit Dakota and perform a little cheer up. That's sweet, but Dakota's not up for visitors yet. Sorry, maybe you can film it for him? Great! Now I just have to figure out what rhymes with Dakota. You can improvise. Hospital. Dakota, Mateo, you need to get out of here ASAP. This place is wreaking havoc on my diet. Lennox... I thought you loved vending machine cuisine and burnt coffee. Such a fine array of treats. Do you want salted chips, salted pretzels, salted salt? Don't forget all this sugar. I hate it, Sage. But we need to smuggle in a salad tomorrow. You smile at your friends, but you can't help it. Dakota's food remains untouched on on his plane. Sweetie, I got you a little something at the store. I thought it might cheer you up after everything. You sit up to get a closer look at the new outfit. It's so cute. I know it can be hard to focus on anything else when someone you care about is sick, but something tells me Dakota would love to see you in it. Let me try it on. Eden, Brooke, and Chill. It's pretty. Thanks, Mom. Tell Dakota I said hi next time you see him. Will do. Later, at the hospital, you meet up with Dakota outside of Mateo's room. Wow, Teach, you look amazing, gorgeous, stunning. I was gonna say cold. Dakota wraps his arms around your waist and pulls you in for a deep kiss. But all the above works too. After a few more minutes, the two of you join Lennox in Mateo's room. So I have news. My tumors finally shrunk. Congrats! And here I was putting the finishing touches on your escape plan. They're not totally gone, but my doctors say if they shrink a little more, they might be able to surgically remove the rest. Mateo, that's amazing news. I don't want to get my hopes up too high yet, but we'll see what they say after my next treatment. Lennox lifts her bottle of water and a mock toast to a time bomb. The bomb squad finally did their jobs. Oh, shucks. To the time bomb. Still not saying it. Give it time, we'll make her say it. Days turn into weeks. Weeks turn into months. The snow on the ground starts to melt, and Mateo finally gets a surgery. You, Lennox, and Dakota are sitting patiently in Mateo's room waiting for him to get back from the OR. I was warned there was a crowd. The surgeon wheels a still unconscious Mateo back into the room. How is he? Did you get all the tumors? Sorry, kids, I can't give out any details without his parents present. Can you wait here until they get back? They're just downstairs in the cafeteria. I have to get another surgery, but someone else will be by to brief them soon. But between you and me, your friend here's a fighter. She winks at you, then retreats. Lennox pats Mateo's shoulder, but he remains asleep. Hear that, Sleeping Beauty? I think you might just survive this place. Dakota takes your hand, waving it. I think we all might. The next day, you report to Miss Batra with the final version of your donation video. I've been looking forward to seeing what you've come up with. Well, I hope you like it. You pull up the video of the Foundation computer and hit play. You watch nervously, eyeing Miss Batra's expression the whole time. Welcome to Hope Springs Charity Foundation, located in Edenbrook Hospital. Hope Springs totally changed my life. I had these really bad headaches, but when I went to other hospitals in the city, they knocked me out or kicked me out as soon as they found out I didn't have insurance. The foundation set up a doctor's appointment for me, free of charge. Turns out I had a brain tumor. Without Hope Springs and Edenbrook working together, I'd probably be dead right now. Donating to Hope Springs helps people like me more than you could ever know. The hallways of Edenbrook Hospital are filled with resilient patients fighting for their lives. And Hope Springs gives them the support they need so they can focus on their recovery. There are many reasons to donate to Hope Springs, but for the sake of time, I'll share the only one. The foundation is working. Since it moved into the hospital, the number of low-income uninsured patients we've been able to help has grown exponentially. With your help, we can reach even more of the most vulnerable people in Boston and beyond. Donating to Hope Springs doesn't just impact local patients either. It's a beacon of kindness for the rest of the country. Help us begin this movement. It only takes one person to create change. It only takes you. Make a difference to donate to the Hope Springs Charity Foundation today. #State of Heart. You wait with bated breath for Miss Batra's reaction. How did you convince Dr. Ramsey to speak to you? I didn't give him the option to say no. Incredible. The whole video was incredible. I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Miss Batra, I can't take all the credit. I had some help. Having help doesn't lessen your success, my dear. In fact, I'd like to commission you to make a series of videos. A series? Nothing too complicated, but your help has improved our social media presence so much that we need more content. A series of short videos about the hospital would work wonderfully. You could use some of the footage you already have, and perhaps take some new videos as well. After that glowing recommendation you wrote for my college application, Miss Batra, I'm happy to do whatever you want. And nor the fact you're helping people. Everything I wrote was true, Sage. You impressed me more than any volunteer we've ever had. Now go be brilliant. Walk down the corridor pleased with yourself after Miss Batra's praise. Beep beep. You look up to see Dakota speeding down the hall in a wheelchair, his phone recording as he approaches. He stops in front of you and serves you a sly wink. Need a ride? A ride? Can I say no? Oh, you can't. I'm just too dashing. You take a seat sideways on Dakota's lap, wrapping one arm around his neck. So where are you taking me, chauffeur? We haven't been on a proper date in forever, so I thought I'd treat you to the finest restaurant Edenbrook has to offer. The cafeteria. If you have time before your bus, that is. If not, then this is just a round trip back to your room. Or my room. You take in Dakota's wide grin, pleased to see him in such a good mood. It's been a while since he's had an appetite. And he's right. We haven't been on a real date in ages. I've missed him. I mean, really. How can we say no? Drive on. Yes, ma'am. Dakota bumps his arm, sending the two of you flying down the hospital corridors. After returning the wheelchair where it belongs, Dakota leads you into the bustling cafeteria. Ooh, this place is classy. Are you sure we don't need a reservation? You're with me, Sage. That makes you a VIP. But first, what do you want? You can have anything on the menu on me. I'll have burrito, sandwich, cheese pizza, burrito. Plus some chocolate pudding for dessert. Ah, you're reading my mind, Teach. Dakota leads you over to the far corner away from the hustle and bustle. How's this? Perfect. I'm going to be writing a 5-star review of this place the moment I get home. Dakota grins at you before taking a big bite of his burrito. Delish. You smile to yourself in satisfaction as he keeps eating until his plate is almost clean. Looks like your appetite's come back. Seems like. Dakota, how are you feeling? Be honest with me. I feel good. Dakota. It's the truth. I finished my chemo for the week, so I get a few days off. Have you had any side effects from the chemo? That's kind of a dumb question. A few. It's kind of gross to talk about with my girlfriend, though. Fair enough. You know, the vomiting, the number 2 to point of being acid, you know, things like that. Chemo's real fun. But today, I feel great. I'm full of energy, I'm hungry, I might even get some real sleep tonight. That's great. Ah, the treatment's working, Teach. You take Dakota's hand. I hope you and Mateo get all clear soon. I admit I'm morbidly curious what kind of trouble you and your friends can get up to when you're not confined to a hospital. Oh, hey, they're your friends now, too. So, how is Mateo? Well, cracking jokes and complaining as usual. He's still on bed rest from his surgery, but he should be up and about tomorrow. Just waiting for the final test results to be clear. But I'm sick of talking about cancer. Let's talk about something completely unrelated. Like what? Surprise me. How about this? Miss Batra liked the donation video. I knew she would. Did you have any trouble editing it together? Nope. I downloaded the software you recommended, and it was easy as pie. Now she wants a whole series of videos. And so the student becomes the master. Do you need help getting new footage? I'm stuck in here for at least another few weeks. You're tempted by the offer, but you want Dakota to focus on getting better. Nah, just keep telling me how great I'm doing. I can manage the rest. Oh, you got it. And Sage? Yeah? You're doing great. You roll your eyes, even as a smile tugs at the corner of your mouth. Later, you walk Dakota back to his room. He plops down on his bed and then pats the spot next to him suggestively. You sure you don't want to stick around for a while? You shake your head with a smile. I do want to, but my mom will become looking for me soon. Notes up at the clock on the wall. In fact, she could be on her way here as we speak. So I still have a few minutes to kiss you goodnight. Dakota. Only if you work fast. Oh, your wish is my command. Dakota steps closer to you, wrapping his arms around your waist to pull you close. One hand slides up to cup your cheek as your lips find each other. Dakota. Run your fingers through his hair as his hands roam up and down your back, holding your body close. I'll never get tired of this. Of what, kissing me? That, making you moan my name, it's sexy as hell. You shiver as Dakota's hands find a sliver of bare skin along your back. You let slip his name from your lips again just to see his reaction. Oh, Dakota. Oh, you're killing me here, Teach. And just then you hear an all too familiar voice out in the hallway. Danny, have you seen my daughter? Mom. Spring away from Dakota, running your hands over your hair and clothes to make sure you look presentable. Dakota grins at you as your mom enters the room. There you are, hon. I've been looking for you. Sorry, Mom. I was just saying goodbye and grabbing my stuff. You scoop up your backpack from the corner as your mom turns to Dakota. Dakota, you're looking well? I'm feeling well, Dr. Woods. Glad to hear it. Sage, are you ready to head home? Right behind you, Mom. Good night, Dakota. Good night, Sage. 1 week later. You find Dakota's door closed. Mateo and Lennox are waiting outside. What's going on? Is Dakota showering or something? Or something, alright. He kicked us out. What? Why? He's just having a bad day. It happens. Well, we'll just have to cheer him up. You go to open the door, but Mateo and Lennox stop you. That's not a good idea, Sage. Dakota wouldn't want you to see him like this. You think back to your conversation with your mom. You can handle this, sweetie. Dakota will be lucky to have you by his side. You square your shoulders, a determined gleam in your eye. I'm here to support my boyfriend, and you two aren't going to stop me. Push past them. You ignore them as you reach for the doorknob. Fine. Don't say we didn't warn you. You step into his room and close the door behind you. The room is empty, but the bathroom door is ajar. You find Dakota slouched on the floor, his head between his knees. His shoulders are shaking, as if he's crying. Dakota? Dakota flinches at the sound of your voice, but doesn't look up. Leave me alone. Leave you alone. Hard pass. Sorry, if you wanted someone to abandon you on your command, you're dating the wrong girl. I mean it, Sage. Get out of here. You kneel down beside him, content to wait for him to open up. Finally, he lifts his gaze to yours, eyes red. Wordlessly, he runs his fingers through his hair, the gesture familiar and comforting, until he holds out his hand to you. A thick clump of his beautiful hair lies in his palm. His lips tremble as fresh tears gather in his eyes. Oh, Dakota, it's just hair, it'll grow back. Not the same. It grew back all clumpy and weird last time, and it took forever to go back to normal. I wanted to look good for you and in our prom pictures. Now I'm gonna look like a chemo kid again. Oh God. You draw Dakota in your arms, letting him rest his head against your chest. You rub his back in long, soothing strokes. You're not gonna look horrible, Dakota. You didn't see me last time. But I see you now, and you still look like my gorgeous boyfriend to me, even if you are shedding like Mateo's cat. Dakota laughs weakly into your chest. You draw him up, looking into his frightened eyes. Dakota, you're going to look amazing in our photos because you're going to look like you. With or without the hair. He swallows hard and nods. Will you do something for me? Anything. Will you help me shave my head? Of course. You bring a chair into the bathroom and help Dakota ease into it. He props up his phone to film the process. Let me know if I hurt you, okay? You could never. Tell that to my knees when I shave in the shower. Dakota chuckles, keeping his eyes on yours in the bathroom mirror as you start to cut away the length of his hair. Ready for the razor? He nods. You soap up his stubbled scalp and run the razor carefully over his head in smooth, clean strokes. When you're finished, you wash off the excess soap and hair and towel Dakota's head dry. He studies himself in the mirror, running a hand over his smooth head. It's not baby smooth, but it's fine. I don't know how to feel right now. You press your cheek to his and smile at the mirror. Well, I feel like that, with a face that gorgeous, you can pull off any hairstyle. Thanks. You take a look at Dakota's expression in the mirror, and look down at the razor still on the counter, and then back up at your own reflection. Specifically, your long hair. I could shave my head too, to make Dakota feel less alone. Shave your head in solidarity with Dakota. You can always change your hairstyle in the closet, if you change your mind. No. The whole point is in solidarity with him. You close your eyes and picture what you'd look like bald. Alright, my turn. Your turn to what? Shake my head, silly. If you're going bald, then so am I. Are you sure, Teach? You really don't have to... You silence him with a quick kiss. I know. I want to. Now get out of my seat. The two of you switch spots. He hesitates as he holds up the scissors. Go on, please. He smiles gently at you and then starts cutting. Whatever feelings you have about losing your hair are chased away by the tenderness in Dakota's face. Okay. Done. Run your hand over your head, feeling the velvety smooth surface. Oh, wow. Any regrets? None. Now get down here and take a selfie with me. Dakota wraps his arms around you and beams as you take the picture. This is my new phone background. Thank you. No. Thank you. You notice Dakota's eyes growing heavy. You look exhausted. Let's get you back to bed. Dakota doesn't protest as you help him into bed, and then lie beside him. He snuggles into your arms, resting his head in the crook of your shoulder. I love you, Teach. Back at you, Dakota. Rub Dakota's back in long, slow strokes until he falls asleep in your arms. A few days later. You're getting ready for school when your phone starts buzzing with notifications. Wake up, wake up, wake up! I have news! Is this about you hitting puberty last night? I really don't need to hear about it. Maybe it's about breakfast. I had an omelet this morning, but it tasted like powdered milk. What happened, Mateo? Drum roll, please! I'm officially cancer-free! Seriously? Congrats. And you know what that means. I'm finally getting out of here! Without further ado, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, and feelings to support me and my content. Oh, I have a moment to speak with you. It'd be great. So during that, I kind of got a little bit emotional. Had to kind of shift. It's tough because I've lost quite a few people. Some were family members, some were friends. to cancer. F cancer is all I can really say. But cancer isn't the only, like, bad thing in this world. There's a lot of other medical ailments. One of which, for instance, I'm suffering with right now. Yeah. And then I really get emotional at the Edenbrook speech, because it's something that I wish did exist more and more in more cities and more states, maybe even nationwide for America, but also across the world. So I wish things like that did exist, so people like me, as well as many others, could actually get some assistance and not be completely discarded, and at least have a right to try, at least have some hope. Fortunately for me, I have no hope, and for each ticking day, for each ticking hour, and even down to the minutes I count, is very discouraging, but I digress. Thanks again for watching. Peace out.